Mm.
Hi,
All
Natalie.
right. Marissa.
Hi.
Nathan or Marissa?
Gabby was saying that she felt like today you guys were relying on the offense too much and not creating like off of your defense. Is that kind of how you evaluate what happened today too?
We didn't rely on it, but we just allowed it to dictate the flow. So just to make sure we're saying the same thing, yeah. If we weren't making shots early, we just kind of allowed it kind of to dictate, I think, our fight, and that was something we know. We rely on our defense. It starts there, so we just have to make sure we stay on top of it.
Obviously, Asia's Asia, but lost the rebounding battle 45-33. What kind of happened there?
Yeah, it's just talking about hit bodies. I mean, we want to hit bodies first, like as the shot goes up. So I think we can show it, we can practice it, but when we're actually going against Asia Wilson, who's really quick, like she has this quick reflex. So we got to stay on top of it. We'll obviously reinforce it because we play them really quickly. But yeah, I mean, her having 5 offensive rebounds, like that was definitely not the game plan. So just, again, attention to detail on the game plan. We just did not execute it. Yeah.
Hey, Natalie, Ustay gave you guys some good minutes today at the end there, and she closed, obviously, last game. Is she trending towards possibly, getting some more minutes in the first half of games going forward?
Yeah, you guys know me with health, right? Like she's still 4 practices in so far, still letting her body adjust. We had her actually play a couple more stay-ready games at practice the other day, and so we're just easing her in. Because, again, if I throw her out there and then all of a sudden she goes down, I'm going to look in the mirror and be like, what were you doing, coach? So, like, I just have to make sure we ease her in at the right time. But obviously, the way that group finished, I mean, you say Ja, KT, Caitlin, Jack, that type of energy, that's that fight we were looking for 40 minutes. So I just commend that last group because that's when you actually felt that game open up for us. So just credit to them. I thought they did really good.
You talked about the dictating defense needs to dictate us, not offense. And this is the second game that Gabby has come up here after a loss and said that. Yeah. And I'm curious, what do you need to do to fix that, or how do you change that mindset in a game when we're letting the offense dictate how we're playing and not letting the defense like we want it to dictate the way we're going?
Starts with my leadership. That's what I'm saying to them. It's how I'm prepping them. So it starts with me. I got to correct my message. I got to deliver better. I have to be better, because they're only going to go based off of, the messages that I'm sending.
Veronica took a lot of contact today. She came out of the game holding her leg. Is she doing all right?
I think so. I think so. It was pretty short and quick. She didn't look like she was in any pain. So I'll obviously have a conversation with her later today.
Do you worry about how much contact she's taken on a game-to-game basis?
I do at times, but she usually gives me like a look of like, I need a sub, or she gives me a look of like, I'm good. So today she was, honestly, I didn't even know because it was so loud. And then I looked down the court and she's limping. But V's usually pretty honest, with me. So, she grew up playing lacrosse. So she's used to those hits, but I also have to be, again, mindful of like health at the end of the day is the priority.
Was it encouraging to see the 4 3-pointers from KT today?
Yeah. I thought, again, what was great with KT is that she maintained her space. We got our spacing got a little bit too tight, and I think with that tight spacing, that's why we had a couple more turnovers than we needed to. So just credit to KT for making that space and just staying confident. And, again, it was points where I'm like, I can't take KT out, but the way we were trying to, ramp our defense up, I wanted to make sure that we got fresh bodies in. But there was no way I even wanted to take KT out today, and her leadership on the floor was like, come on, keep fighting. So just credit to KT, and like I said, that last group, they fought extremely hard. Yeah.
Obviously, as Kenzo said, Asia is Asia, but it seemed like in that third quarter, Jackie got going, and they just kept sort of picking at that Asia-Jackie 2-person game. And I'm just curious from your perspective what you saw and what you felt like they did in that third quarter that flipped the game from 1 possession to 20 points going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we didn't follow the game plan. We were supposed to be higher pickup points. We were supposed to be into the ball. They shouldn't even got those shots. That was our game plan. So, again, we need to lock in on the game plan. When you miss shots, obviously, then sometimes you get down. But we can't get down. We got to just keep fighting, and, again, our defense has to dictate who we are, and we didn't do that tonight. So my message has to be a lot better, cleaner.
You mentioned that last group. That's where the only part of the game where it felt like it was open and everything.
I don't agree on that. I think we started off really good. I think our first punch was really good in the first quarter.
What about that group, like X's and O's wise, was working in that stretch?
In the first quarter or at the end?
That final group.
Their fight. They were long. That we picked up. We ran and jump. We call it run and jump. So that type of energy, it took obviously Vegas out of their rhythm because we're pressing them. So with that pressing, it makes them force into a different action. So got an extra couple possessions out of it, and then that gave off transition offense, and it led to some easy shots. So our defense dictated our offense. So that's our mentality. I just have to do a better job preparing them.